So we're going to play a new game. We're going to put it on hard because that's what we do here. And I think we'll jump right in.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
And already the game's a 10 out of 10 for Flooper because there's immediately ass. The deer from Deer Avenger? That is a good shout. Alright, I'm not sure if this is Cauldron Lake or what. I have no idea. And I have no idea who this is. Overall, visuals seem pretty good. Just taking a quick look at everything we have here. Obviously, there's going to be fog because it's, you know, Pacific Northwest. It's a lake near your house. I wouldn't be surprised. It's not Alan? We don't believe it is. Yeah, too big, too hairy to be. And the voice doesn't match either.
Come on, Anna. We should go.
Where'd he go?
Another thing is that the volume can get pretty loud, so it might seem quiet in the intro, but trust me, it does get loud. And again, warning, there may be jump cuts. And deer just jumping in. That actually did look like Alan Wake. Sprint. So you cleanse yourself in the waters here, buddy. That was a jump cut there. We're just cutting in and out of random stuff like that. Those can bother some people. Yeah, nope, nope, nope. Double nope. Oh, we're shot already. Juke. That's not very nice. Title drop.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan?
Cauldron Lake Campground closed.
Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Turn 1, invitation. Also, I'm just gonna say it right out of the gate.
Before we get swallowed up by the trees.
Sam Lake's face with James McCaffrey's voice
I should take a look at that map.
is super, super weird and unnecessary. I'm laughing at it because it's funny, but it doesn't match up because I know how Sam Lake sounds, and now that actually looks photorealistic. Like, it works in Max Payne because he's not animating, his mouth is never moving or anything like that. But it's kind of weird. Just gonna call that out right out of the gate. Again, it's funny and I know the voice, but thanks SJW developers. No, chapter. It said return 1, invitation. Did not say chapter. It's infinitely better than Max Payne 3. I will disagree. I liked Max Payne 3. So, there's that. Map displays key locations in the area. Okay, so we actually have the map.
Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Also, I put the subtitles a little larger.
Quit your belly aching, Thornton. I'm up here now. That's just how the cookie crumbles.
Hopefully that's easier for you all to read. Remedy doing Remedy things.
Hey, over here.
Okay, so we're exploring Cauldron Lake.
Right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Okay, reusing names.
Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Well, this is awkward.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, cried Thornton. But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton.
It's like a comedy routine.
Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, inside.
Let's take a look at that body.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Hey, Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
So not only did they reuse Sam Lake as a character, then give him Max Payne's voice, they gave him the name of Alex Casey, which I believe is the
Fucking out-of-towners.
um
We can handle this ourselves if they just stay the hell out of it. All of them.
what was I gonna say? That's my train of thought. which is, I believe, the fictional character inside of Max Payne.
Before we get to the
So-
crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Can access the case board inside the mine place. Okay.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board.
Sure we're not playing Control right now?
Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Re-navigate the case board to leave by pressing circle. I want to read this. Let me do it. All victims reporting missing in 2010, which I... Not sure if that's accurately the year that Alan Wake was supposed to be. That's the year the game released. Slight difference in murders. Bloating only commonality in bodies, but not the cause of death. Chest trauma. Exposure to water post-mortem. Bruising on wrists and legs. Deep gash in the chest. Heart missing. All bodies experience bloating. They got thrown in the water. Killer profile. Postmortem tattooing of the body. Murder targets have no discernible common traits. Chest trauma resembles animal butchery techniques. Talk to someone. So I need to build a killer profile by going back to the real world and talking to somebody about it. Okay. Get to the crime scene, meet Deputy Thornton at the general store. Okay.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
Visiting the
We're
mine
just
place
getting
does
started.
not pause the game.
Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
If I could just hear James McCaffrey without seeing, like, actual Sam Lake, it would be a lot less jarring. Remastered was, yeah, a couple of years ago. Mine place is empty. We all know that. Saga must be canonized. Tell you what, if they brought back the cat ears, I'd give it a 10 out of 10. We'll find out. Overall, game looks really nice so far.
Hey, Casey.
Really dense
You putting me in
environments.
charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Seeing if there's any collectibles. The first game had coffee thermoses you could grab. Also, his leg just went weird because stairs.
Are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Mirror Peak, the mighty mountain in the distance. Hey, I want to read the. Can I just read this? Forget it. Easier this way. Mighty Mountain in the distance is no other than Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark looking over Cauldron Lake. From the right angle, its beauty will be reflected on the calm surface of the lake, mirrored in all its glory. Yeah, I get I can zoom in on the mountain or wherever else. Getting open world vibes from this forest area. It's too... In my mind, it's probably not, because you can't make this dense of an area in most open world games. The only thing in my mind place is a half-empty can of booster and a picture of a gorgeous Freeman. Even if they didn't, I'm expecting some Cat Ear Saga Rule 34 next week. I mean, of course. Of course. Such is the internet. pages too. Yep. Yeah, this game is powered by Remedy's in-house engine called Northlight. So I don't think it's built for an open world game either. Like, can I look over here? I'd stray from the...
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
It lets me do it. To a point. So there's probably something I can find over here. Just not that direction. The game physically, forcibly turned me around. Which I get. They don't want you just wandering off, whatever. But there is some freedom here. Is that a rock? Painted rock? Waterfalls. This powerful feat of nature will revive the spirit as it does the surrounding nature. Churning, grinding waters at the bottom of the falls resemble a mortar and pestle. Quite like the one the Witch of Cauldron Lake is fabled to have used to travel through the night sky. Sorry, I couldn't see the last word on there. Okay.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
Literally not even
Place to get murdered.
literally not even looking at me.
Getting back to nature is your thing.
So the scripting could have used maybe a little bit work.
Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
He doesn't notice that I just kind of wandered off again. Oh, that's what I'm here.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
I'm breaking it by walking off the path. Yeah, there's that. Witch's hut. Here lived the witch Cauldron Lake. Where? Spirit... Can't even see what that says. I look at it from a different angle. No.
What a shame.
He can't really
Didn't know
be...
J.C. Denton was in my game.
There must be something we can do.
He was a good man. What a rotten way to die.
Prepared to see something jump out of nowhere? I don't think so. Not, at least not yet. It's daytime. All the spooky stuff happens at night. Lanterns, random camping gear. Friday. Midge told me today that her family's moving away. This sucks. I haven't even told her that I like her yet. What's the point anymore? She said her parents want to get better jobs and get her a better school, get her to a better school in a big city. I guess that's fair. Wants to stay in Bright fucking Falls. Okay, so I mean, just triple confirming that we are in Bright Falls, which is the location of the first game. Oh, yes. Don't have to read it like that. I could just do this. Convenient. So I told her. She said, thanks. Fucking kill me. Monday. Snuck out last night again. Went to the big house by the lake. Instead of watching it from here like I always do, instead of sitting around like I always do. Screw that. Anyway, something is weird is going on down there. Need to find out what. Going to go back there tomorrow with better gear. I bet I could find a way inside the building. It's going to take some photos. It's going to be epic. You learned how to read. Thanks for the biddies. Ironic name for a town always set in the pitch black night. True. Okay. I don't want to say that not quite Resident Evil level of inventory management.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective.
Okay, so
He
it is
hates
in
those
universe.
cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
Now things get a little crazy around here, but if you're ever feeling scared, just remember that Alan is watching over us. Manuscript fragments. Okay, so I was right. Manuscript fragments can be used to upgrade weapons in the mine place. Excuse me, what? Well, I don't have that many fragments. Hold the fire button to activate auto fire mode. This significantly increases the rate of fire. Okay. Land 2 headshots in quick succession to stun the enemy for an extended duration. Okay. Interesting. Oh, I just transported over here. Wonder if Rude's going to play this. I would guess not, just because Rude does not have a current gen console, and his PC is pretty old. So I don't think he can with what he currently has. Turns your gun into the dubstep gun from Saints Row 4. Somehow I don't think that's in here. Who am I killing? Nobody. I think we're good. Totally missed Saint's earlier message. Terrible representation of the FBI. No one's planting crack in low-income neighborhoods. Hey, who's got crack? Star Wars pictures fell over and almost knocked all my games over. Glad it was almost. Glad it didn't actually happen. Should probably consult the map. Which, do I have to... Wait, I'm confused. So here... How did I get to the map before? Or do I actually... I can't physically have to go here. That would be super weird. Oh well, double back from where I was at. I guess the Alan Rickman game. As for miracles, I give you the FBI. Yeah, even without race tracing, the lighting looks nice. There's the body. All right, we managed to wander our way over. At least we've got landmarks.
A creepy twig sculpture? Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
That's what I say to a taxidermied head. Hey there, Mr. Deer. Dingy house, but a clean shitter. Good job. Let this be a warning to you, fellow trespassers. They say the lake is a caldera, something formed by an erupting volcano, or the sinkholes it leaves in its wake. What if that's not true? What if something else? What if something less than natural and more man-made, intentional? I say the lake's not formed, but it's designed, and it has a purpose. Lake is a hiding place. Beneath the calm surface lies a secret machinery, ready to be activated at the press of a button. People with the button. They're in that big house by the lake. Pairing, I know it. First drawing, red water line. Real caldera is made from volcano. Lava. Second drawing. Water line, engineered structure. Strange machines. It's Not the Same by Marco Vargas. Yeah, everything's got the symbols on it.
Wonder what's inside.
Confused. Follow these
I
steps.
should take a look around.
Wash your
to
hands.
open this
Take the
thing.
chicken out of the fridge. Take a nap. Was I supposed to see the combination for this? Back to that. Like, I see the markings on the chest, but that's only one out of, like, 3 symbols that we would need. Unless it's, like, the same one 3 times. Oh, duh. Think about the... Wash your hands. So, sink, fridge, bed. Nothing on the sink, though. Wash your ass. So, I guess we could... There's the fridge. Let's check the bathroom just to make sure. Okay. Yeah, left, right, joined, and then I think I can remember that. Hopefully I can remember that. Ooh, triangles. Wish you could open for a fridge for a cheesy RE7 reference. It's that one. Then joined one, and then that one. Don't take anything if you aren't one of the trees. I'll do what I want. Shouldn't leave your shit around. Which, also, actual puzzles. Depends on if you count how many symbols are in the house. How it depends on if you count the 9 non-triangles. Monkey see shapes neuron activation. Hey, you know what? Not many games actually have puzzles anymore. You don't have to think. Shut up, Max Payne.
Now, this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. And we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
You owe me a coffee.
Okay.
Haven't
Let's
seen it?
start by
Nope.
examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Deputy Thornton, I take it.
He looks familiar. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh boy, you're going on an adventure.
The other way.
Step 1. Examine the corpse.
Step 1, I don't wanna. Oh,
Body is positioned on the table.
sorry, there's a peepee there.
Ritualistic.
You unlock your first key image. You can place it on the caseboard inside the mine place. Up on the D-pad allows Saga to see active clues. A key image can be selected with X and placed on the case board. Cauldron Lake murder scene.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
God. You need a cigarette with all this red thread going on. Another body has been found in the woods near Brighton Falls. Perfect timing. You see, this is linked to the killings we're here to investigate. Yeah, Twitch, please don't murder me. Places a key image on the case board and begins a new line of investigation. Key image is placed will prompt a new question. Objectives revealable at the case board.
Why are you locked in the bathroom? You talking to me? Maybe you should try getting a job. Okay, where? Majestic 12. Maybe you should join Majestic 12 in a body bag. I have some good news for both of you.
And
Okay. And I have contamination and mutants in my brain. Just another parasite.
I should put some shepherd pie in the microwave. Make sure the shepherd doesn't know. I mean, it's good advice. So Alex Casey lunchboxes is one cold Casey. Like it.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message?
I like the way they lay this out.
Doesn't look right.
Bright Falls area. Find evidence. I mean, Cauldron Lake area.
That's it.
Note inside mentions Alan. Alan Wake? What the hell are these? So they know about Alan Wake. Yeah, it seems like those are the collectibles so far. Yeah, instead of thermoses, we're seeing that. But the funny thing is like the way the game's laying it out, it's like another case for you to solve within the main story. So that's interesting. Okay. Also, warning: there's a dead naked guy here. So if that bothers you, I'm sorry. But it's just full view. It's actually rare for games to actually show, you know, genitalia. So, I guess props to them. Let's start inspecting what we got going on here.
The killer left the heart right next to the body.
As long as it doesn't start bleeding. No, I don't think he's doing any more bleeding. Rare royalties.
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Inside stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
All right. Heart was removed, but left on the table near the body. Was this murder interrupted?
Keep trying.
As long as that bloating isn't food truck tacos. God. Please, no. Don't want that. I'm not totally understanding what they want from me here. These, I guess maybe these aren't consistent with previous murders. Okay, never mind. Okay, so it's boom, boom. So we place them here for them to be placed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
Victim, the killers. Well, killer or killers, plural. Clues have resolved the open question and locked a deduction. As you advance the investigation, new questions will be unlocked, updating your goals. Check the updated goals by pressing triangle. Learn more about the victim, learn more about the killer. Boom, boom, I want you in my room. Yeah. I realized I said that. Fair enough. Okay.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Multiple people were here.
Okay.
Multiple killers? Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here.
What a deduction.
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Yeah, I'll say the FBI agent?
Oh, yes, you probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Wow. The way that line was delivered.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
It was Deerfest.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
Talking about booze led to booze and pills and whatever
I
not.
think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure.
Put it on the board. Great, AJ, asking all the right question. Who killed him? Shit, don't you think of that all by yourself? Lady Cobb, what will they think of next, right? There's no Alan Wake in my Alan Wake game. Trust Casey's read on people. Sounds like our victim wasn't mentally stable.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
So, for those that don't remember the first game, yeah, Nightingale is the FBI agent who's chasing you around. Also, what calls it? His shtick in the first Alan Wake game is that he's constantly calling Alan Wake different author names. No idea why. He just does. He like calls you Hemingway, and I can't remember if it's Poe or which ones he uses. But yeah, that's his entire reason for existence, is to make fun of Wake by calling him author names. They misspelt Cauldron Lake. Really made a mess here. Caught up in the act, or just sloppy work? Multiple sets of footprints.
Boot prints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Multiple assailants present. Messy scene. Crime of passion? Premeditated? Premeditated or spontaneous? Feels premeditated to me. Looks new. Brought by the killers. Why? To mount a camera? Weird snuff film? And beer bottles left nearby.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
So it's a different kind of thing. So you had a lot of this in the first game. Obviously, Wake is talking about, you know, the events, either what he's writing or something like that. Not Nightingale. Nightingale's the victim. Anderson is more coming at it from a cop's perspective on how, like I said, we're profiling and how we're building the case here. So it's similar but different. Using your intuition, Psycho can discover new clues by profiling people of interest. Person, ritual murder. Let's go from left to right.
Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
Okay, so Nightingale theoretically went to the dark place.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. and Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Came from the lake.
Up from the lake that's not a lake.
Okay. What else do we have over here?
This mug always cheers me up.
Not the worst mom. World's okayest mom. I think that's all we have for right now. Yeah, we already did both of those. So I think we go back to the real world.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Okay, well, I'll just wait here.
You do that, Thornton. You do that.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table.
He does run.
Cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
A witch with no heart. A strange echo of owl murder.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more.
I'll read all more about
It's
that.
kind of creepy, though.
There's no mystery in Cauldron Lake being named after its cauldron shape, and yet there are many mysterious stories about the lake. It being a gloomy doorway to the underworld, or of a witch whose cauldron the lake really was. The legend tells that when the affections of a local sheriff went unanswered, he accused the lady in question of having bewitched him. She was drowned, but her dropped ladle grew into the strange tree in the witch's ladle. Woman returned to avenge her wrongdoers. If she was not a witch before, she was one now. She killed the sheriff, drowning him in the lake. Then she took out his heart and locked it in a box. With the heart, she would summon him from the lake to exact revenge on her behalf, or so the legend goes. There's the ladle. There's footprints of these.
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
That looks like a manuscript.
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
The manuscript page already has the shimmer, though, like in the dark place, so. Okay, I was wondering if it was going to let me pick it up.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading the words. These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
Okay, so it would appear that Alan is still stuck where he was as a result of the first game.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest.
No, that was just
I
his
must
heart.
find out what.
The victim was one of their own.
Oh.
FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their
Okay,
arrival.
so this is
And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found. Not
this
the
is a
last.
direct carryover
The
from the first game.
step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them. Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Yeah. So, like I said, direct carryover from the first game. So you are collecting manuscript pages, and they are all fully voiced by, well, Alan Wake's, a.k.a. Matthew Peretta, I think his name is. So, direct callback. I don't mind it. So it's less that I have to read out.
I think he came from the lake.
Yeah,
These
don't say.
tracks make no sense.
Too many unknowns. Doesn't make sense. Asking wrong questions. Oh. Still wanted to be on the board.
The Mile High Strangler case. Proud of that one.
Certificate of Meritorious Achievement to Agent Saga Anderson, 8/8/2019. Supervisor Special Agent Stacy Morrow. Back. Shepherd's Pie was good. Nice. Back to the case board. Did read a manuscript.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
All I can hear. Need to get the body back to town for examination. So, in terms of what you missed, I would say you missed us putting together, parts of the case so far. So, Agent Anderson put together the body, where the victim came from the lake. And then they also found a page of manuscript, which they don't realize it was written by Alan Wake. But that's who left it for, and it was explaining what they were doing. So, again, at least the current thought is Alan Wake is still writing the story as you're going. It just has different additional characters in it now.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy?
No, we don't need-
Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag
Control, you
in.
say?
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Fucking Deer
Not a problem.
Fest.
I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the Bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key.
Oh, and by
to
the way,
gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
hold up. I was just curious if there's another lunchbox. I'm not looking.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Lake House.
Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey, FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation. Nice
Feels-
talking to you, too.
Feels like a no. I did already search through all this stuff, so. Alright, we'll just go. Again, don't need to find every single lunchbox or anything like that. Let's go to the Oh Dear Diner.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Yeah, no, I can't imagine ritual murder is the norm for them to be checking out.
A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here?
We're all in this together, hero. Have a heroic day. Thanks, I really needed that. Which they're collectibles, but they're also if
Can't fit the clues all together yet.
needed for upgrading my
Part
stuff, so,
removed.
you know?
Tripod. Tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
This...
Uh-oh, he broke him. Oh no. My immersion is ruined.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
The rarest Pacific wildlife in the Pacific Northwest. Finally made my way to Cauldron Lake. The fence was easy to climb over, with the proper gear and skills, which I thankfully possess. Next goal, spotting the rare and elusive orange-crowned warbler. A little late in the season, but hopefully I can catch it before it begins its journey south. I've noticed the intriguing behavior in the surrounding common bird life. They seem to be alarmed and swarm around the lake. No birds of prey nearby. Here's some strange sounds. There are some strange sounds carried on the wind, however. Nothing I can recognize or explain. Getting a little concerned. Might have to move to another spot, somewhere safer. Sounds are getting closer. Moved inland. Foliage is stunning. Must come back in fall. Had to stop and sketch this gorgeous vine maple. Just at the way with the Lusas. Thusla? I don't know. Beard hangs off it. I don't know how to pronounce that word properly. This is why trees are better than people. Speaking of people, saw some drunk guy stagger around the forest earlier, acting weird. Maybe drugs? Kept my distance. Should probably find another spot. So annoying. After I saw that weirdo guy, I decided to change spots again. Moved up the mountain a bit. Found a fantastic overlook to camp at. But I'm more interested in this Alaska onion grass. Invasive, but edible and surprisingly tasty. Started hearing wolves or wild dogs or something 10 minutes ago. Sound wrong. Rabies? Want to leave, but the sun is going down. My stupid phone is dead. Gonna hide in the tent and hope they go away. Something is really not right in this place. The drunk guy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he was drunk.
Hey, Casey. What's the forest's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
Anderson's got dad jokes. Uh-oh. Stuck on texture. Not really. Yeah, so there's a bit of that so far, for sure.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
All right. Back to Bright Falls. It's just the playtesters.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly.
Uh-oh.
before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
There was an audio glitch during that.
Need to swing by the lodge.
It was a
to get
loading
anything from the
screen.
field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
So, I'm not sure if there was a big patch, at least for PC. I'm pretty sure it patched at least once, but I don't think it was a large one. I'd have to check if there's actual version history, but like I said, I downloaded this
go
like
check something
almost
out.
immediately after
right back.
midnight.
Got it.
Granted that the version I downloaded was probably not the same version that the press got, so Pio's weather report.
That concludes our debate on whether pets should be allowed at this year's bake sale. For those of you just tuning in, you're listening to the Pat Maine Radio Hour, brought to you by Davis Family Moose Jerky. And boy, what an eventful day here in Bright Falls. By now, we've all seen the FBI setting up shop in town, and I'm sure you're all asking the same question I am. Did they bring all this darn rain with them? Deerfest is right around the corner, and we're all crossing our fingers for sunshine. So, I reached out to our top meteorologist for a weather update. She never responded, but I have her Uncle Tapio on the line from Watery. Tapio, are you there? Yes. Great. And Tapio, what kind of weather can we expect today? Rain. That definitely seems to be on the menu. How about over the next week? Also rain. Right. Care to elaborate? Any chance the sun will poke out in time for Deerfest? No.
The fuck?
Deerfest is coming, rain or shine. And that parade lineup is looking dandy as ever. Yes, I like this parade because they're one float in the shape of a swan. Long neck and everything. A very large swan. Ah, so you're a fan of swans? No.
Just Remedy game things.
My first ever prank on Casey. A true classic.
I put crack cocaine in a salt shaker. Where's the gamer Kotaku telling us CM is Copagenda or Copagenda? Because Saga's too good at her job. What changed? She's already said a couple of idiotic things. Like, oh my god, it's connect. Like, whoa, no way. The IL agent looks like Sarah. I can't remember who that is off the top of my head. Oh, wait. I disagree if it is who I'm thinking of. Yeah. No, I completely disagree. Yeah, I need a lot more manuscript pages than that. So it's all the old radios. Also symbols there. Hey, man. No? Damn tourists. Nobody wants to talk. They're all just minding their own business. So Deerfest, again. Historic Elderwood Palace Lodge of Bright Falls. The building was constructed as a part of one of the early settlements in the Bright Falls area. Built in 1898, the building has been both private and public use throughout the years and bravely stood the test of time. In 2015, it was carefully taken apart and relocated here in downtown Bright Falls, where it was rebuilt into its original glory log by log. The Elderwood Palace Lodge reopened in Bright Falls in 2016, served its customers faithfully ever since. It's convenient. Can you go in?
So sleepy. Just a few more days.
Map of Bright Falls. The what? Hope you don't mind me looking through stuff back here. I'm the FBI. I can do whatever I want.
doesn't budge.
Except for when the doors are locked. I don't have ray tracing on. I can't use this mirror properly. Oops. That's actually more like the FBI. FBI, open up. Regarding Calder, like, look into news and rumors. Focus on 2010. Cross-reference with old case files from NYC cult. Similarities, commonalities, and methodology. Part of the series? Find out name of good coffee from diner. Hey, they have the same magazine I do. Do not disturb? I guess I won't. Oh, this one's probably locked too. Yep. If I can't just FBI open up on it, then whatever. It's fine. Exploring this is probably like not going to do me any good at all in terms of story or anything, but you know what? We found some clues. Hold on. Whole other room where this dude's just learning how to dance. Hope you don't mind. I'll be coming through. What's this guy dancing to? Excuse me? Plot twist. The FBI showed up only because Alan found a girlfriend in Roblox. He's been sending...
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
He's been sending them messages via typewriter.
Rest easy, buddy.
Why do we have to pet all the deer heads? She's got a thing for them. Somebody's been doing the same thing I have. It's her first Sona. You know, I can't even doubt that.
Hello.
Your facial. Your character model doesn't look that good. So it's a mix of things. Like, there's certain spots that have looked really good. Other stuff, not so much.
I need bolt cutters.
Don't we all? I need bolt cutters. Alright. We have to go talk to this dancing coffee at some point. Why do you ask me that every single time? Not gonna lie, if she's a furry, I still simp. Hey, fair enough. Who am I to judge?
Hey there.
Just talk to me afterward? Yeah, it's a little...
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie? Don't know, don't care.
That's dedication to the job.
Not enough, that's how much. Never enough coffee. Oh, that rich, bittersweet nectar. Get it in coffee world. Get it Jesus, Charlie.
Come get percolated? Excuse me, what?
Man, it is sweaty in these suits.
I don't... That's... Hi to you.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Mayor said her won't roll over on the issues.
That's what all that screaming was about?
Either that, or the couple
When you
on
guys
their
said nothing
honeymoon.
ever happens in this town, you weren't kidding.
Not on the surface, at least. Or in the public eye.
Okay, I'm gonna get back to that one later for sure.
Alright. Bust any more doors in? No. It's probably gonna turn me back. I don't know. It's like, would you rather...
Head back.
Yeah, would you rather have something like that where it tells you to turn back? Or would you rather have, like, you know, actual wall to the game world? I can't remember if it's the first or second DLC for the Alan Wake that the town gets absolutely messed up. I want to say it's the first. Can't even go in the police station? I like giving a fair reason to turn back rather than hitting a wall. Also, the symbols are everywhere.
Hello, how are you?
I'm dandy. Maybe later, it's insanely early. Yeah, I should probably follow the path on that note too.
A pretty nice day to be working outside. I don't envy the guy stuck on desk duty. This is where the action is.
Quite a bit going on here, though.
Who else to keep this? Who else to protect its citizens from the dangers of unsanitary conditions?
Go on.
Trash, garbage, refuse, call it what you will. I will make it disappear.
You gonna tell me your hero name or not? No? You had your chance, buddy. Had your chance. So what am I trying to do? I mean, I was supposed to go to the diner. But the game's kind of let me do whatever I want.
Is deceiving.
The days of our lives
God.
are fleeting.
The best people. Alright, they're kind of creeping me out.
Tweet, tweet, my sweets. Now why'd you go and do that?
Because I can.
Dumping around like that and scaring the poor little things.
Because I'm the FBI.
If not for the birds, I might just go a little nutty. A little cuckoo, if you will.
Bunch of weirdos. Which diner? Well, the only diner. The Oh Dear Diner. Open daily. Store, ice, wood. Sure. There's probably another lunchbox here somewhere, but whatever. It's okay.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
So, again, we talked about reuse of names, characters, things like that. Pretty sure I know who this is. Remember from Remastered, I thought there was more than one. What, DLC? Or no, there's only one. There's only one main one in the town. Can't press X unless you're the Sheriff Breaker.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Cauldron Lake was fenced off.
Let me guess. Missing person cases spiked around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Barry or Alice? I don't know. We'll find out. I mean, in theory, if it truly is, well, not truly. Considering it's 13 years later, then they could be anywhere. They may not even be talked about much. But if Alan Wake's been gone all this time, then people could have moved on. Either way. Did I miss anything else? Trying to arrest the president. The only way you do that is finding the killer through the killer's mind, and we can find Jake Gyllenhaal. Yeah, it's been 13 years. I just want to check something. Confirming something for myself. Yeah, okay. So, I was just confirming the person. This right here, actual actor Sean Ashmore. He was the main character in Quantum Break. Another Remedy game. Also, Iceman in the X-Men movies. But yeah. Remedy loves reusing characters and names and all that. Correct, he also looks like Iceman. Yep.
Still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Come on, Ed. Have some pie. It'll take your mind off things.
All right. Look at the all-day breakfast. Pancakes. 4 pancakes for $6. 4 pieces of French toast for $6. 2 eggs with bacon. Ham and cheese omelet, $70.99. Pacific Grand Slam, $13. Fantastic burgers. Hamburger, $4.50. Cheeseburger, $4.99. Bacon cheeseburger, $6.99. The Big Buck cheeseburger, $8.99. Bacon, Bacon, hash browns, toast, eggs, French fries, fresh donuts, pie slice. For the kids, the fawn burger for grilled cheese.
You know how touchy these rural types can be.
These rural types? What do you mean, you people? Dearlicious drinks. Bright Falls Blend coffee. Calf coffee. Dearlicious milkshakes. Tea, soda, juice, and... There was something on the menu. I can't remember. It was something ridiculous. I can't recall exactly what it was. Saying Jesse Faden could be in this game. I mean, it's possible. Can we... Jukebox is out of order? Bullshit. Poor old thing can only take so much of the same song being played over and over. I'm as big a fan of Coconut as the next person, but come on. So, again, just fun little things if you've played the first game. When you go into the diner, and 2 old guys at the table ask you to play Coconut. I'll talk to them in a moment. FBI, open up.
I feel bad for these guys.
Pet the deer head. Seeing one familiar face made me happy, but obviously not spoiling it. Fair. Thank you for that. Then again, Control took place in New York. This game takes place in Bright Falls, which is in Washington. So there is a connection between Control and Alan Wake. I will say that.
I need a tool to get this open.
Let's check. Make sure. All right, nobody clogged the shitter. Good job. All right, we'll talk to the bookers now. No. Control took place at the oldest house. It doesn't exist unless needed. His own little pocket realm or something. Yeah, it's... Again, Remedy.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
Detecting some sass.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
Lines up.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree. The cult of the tree. Cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found out. The whole thing was...
Lying to me now.
That's all.
Time to profile. Not like that, though.
The cult of the tree. What aren't the bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree bag, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists.
What a horrible name for a cult. The tree. What tree? Right?
The bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with the murder. They were telling the truth.
There's like 9,000 types of trees. Yeah, there's... Okay, so they are withholding something from me. We don't. Necklace.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
told you not to keep that thing to me.
The Morning Wooders. Like Cult of the Old Oak, Cult of the Willow sound badass. This Cult of the Tree is missing something. That's fair. Can I turn the game up? I can. The game has parts that are very loud. So I was a little afraid to. I can bump it up a little bit. I'll just ask. I'll just ask the room. Does the game seem quiet to anybody else? If so, I'll bump it up just a little bit. So the way I do sound testing, just FYI, is I take like the loudest sound that I hear and I balance the game based off of that. It's like, this is how loud I can get. I don't want to blow anybody's ears out. So I can hear it okay, but yeah, if anybody else could chime in on that, it'd be appreciated. Let's grab the key, though.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing Deerfest.
Oh, God. Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
Okay.
Good to see you.
I mean, she looks a lot different than she did in the original game, but it's the same. It's all the same people this much later. Also, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to go in the direction of, like, do any of the characters in Bright Falls actually, like, exist anymore or not, but they all seem a little off. Why is she wearing a Christmas sweater? I don't know. I have no idea why she's wearing a Christmas sweater. Reindeer? Yeah, she's just a hype for Deerfest. Did I miss anything? Examine. Okay, so sheriff's station now.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The Cult of the Tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this Cult of the Tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, Morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Everybody's like overly excited about Deerfest. It's like it's the most exciting thing like in the year for them.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Go, Iceman, go.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
Have a nice day.
Agent?
Hey, everybody, just exploring. Don't mind me.
As you know, the investigation is being taken over by the federal agents.
Oh dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods.
I'm being
If
serious.
only had a tour guide also. It's bear season. Oh no, a bear.
Remedy TV.
Help. Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh wow, Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right, I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine, and I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime. But Ilmo, I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Yanko.
Quantum Man is, yes, Sean Ashmore is in this.
Become fenced off by the government, and that's why at Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours we say, fuck the government. We have bolt cutters. Oh wow, you think of everything, and we'll take you anywhere. Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National Park. Fishing in the crystal clear waters
Fuck
of
the government.
Wolf Dam. Bird watching at majestic Mirror Peak. The tour of a lifetime is just one phone call away. Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited edition Oh Dear Diner coffee thermos.
Yep. Another hallmark of Remedy games. Just they always have some random ass TV show. It's completely nonsensical, but still enjoyable.
I'll be right with you, sir.
Yep. Just here to pay my ticket. Whenever you're ready to take my money.
My gosh, what is this, like Windows 98? Kill the Joe, you make some mo. It's third time this week I come in for late shift. There's no coffee in the machine. Take the last cup, you brew a new batch. Chat, I hate to break to you, but you need to have a face capable of growing a beard to make effective use of beard oil. Ouch. Marco's beard was too soft to be natural. What brand is he using, Lucy? I don't need to read all of these. Don't be an easy target. Fuck. Alright, we'll move on. It's a lot more explorable than when remastered. Yeah. I mean, talking about a game from 13 years ago, so technology has changed a lot. No corny Viagra ad, 0 out of 10. Hey, we could still find one.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
Yeah, man, I need bolt cutters. I need to go to that store. That's the government. You have a gun already.
I can't force it open. Okay. Let's take a look at our patient.
All right.
I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death?
I'm going to say a stab wound to the chest. Just going out on a limb here. I'm going to say he died from a stab wound to the chest. Maybe. Actually, no. Technically, did he die before he got stabbed, or was it the gunshot that did it? Or the... You know.
There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Okay.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem.
Just needs to walk it off. It's fine. No, that is his heart. That was cut out of his chest.
This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
Aha. They did leave something inside his chest.
He has to walk it off. He'll be fine. Let's do this one first.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer.
Case closed, huh?
These stashes could contain clues about the cult. Better keep an eye out for more.
So we did get one, so that was in Cauldron Lake area. Locked box of cult supplies. Useful things there. All right, let's go back to our... So, you know, we have so many things. We have so many files. How can you fast travel here? Because it's technically it's not a place. It's in her mind. That's the entire gimmick going on here. Background cases accumulate clues about the broader ongoing topics. Okay. Cult of the Tree.
I need to know more about the Cult of the Tree if I'm going to shut them down.
Back in a bit, seeing Papa for a little bit. Before I go, a small laugh I just noticed. Apparently the newest South Park has a whole story about Baldur's Gate 3 like it did in Red Dead 2. Or like it did Red Dead 2. Nice. Hey, game gets popular enough and make it on South Park. I thought this was like her house. It might be. It could be a picture of her house. Maybe that's her, that's her, thinking place. Big drums now cross saves don't work between PS5 and PC. Nice. Yeah, there's been more puzzles so far. I suspect that will change. It's been slow to start. Cult symbols. Jewelry can be used as a subtle indicator of membership. This isn't subtle. Badge of pride? How's this not one of these two? Or we could say who's involved because we don't know. Okay, there you go. Just didn't have it on the right one. Hiding their faces, they aren't established enough to operate openly. Connection to Deerfest. They explicitly fix this. So now they're online tweeting at South Park like incorrect losers. The best thing to do if you're ever on South Park is just take it in stride, take your lumps, and move on. Like, I get the point, but you're not going to win that if you're being made fun of most of the time. It hasn't worked out well for most.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
Respect my authority. You think after 3 decades, people would learn? No. Body's been prepped, ready for examination. Hopefully, it can provide some actual answers. Looks like they're having fun. As long as they're having fun, as long as it's in good fun. Like, the worst thing you can do is get actually mad about South Park. No, this is cause of death.
Chest wound is cause of death.
No way.
The corpse is bloated, waterlogged. Doesn't add up. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Cause of bloating unknown. Strange tattoos on skin and heart. Something was inserted into the chest cavity. Tattoos on body and heart. How did killers have time? Doesn't make sense. Unless it was already there. But yeah, I think we explored everything we could here. We didn't get any, we haven't gotten anything new other than the map of the police station. What else did we get? Oh, the adventure tours. Oh, there's 5 more of them. Nice. Stop doing math. I have dyscalculia. I'm offended. Back, thanks. Don't need to do anything else here, right? Okay.
Same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait.
Sheriff?
What the hell? Show me the clicker.
couldn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
Okay, and now I feel like the game has actually started. How is he alive? Well, we've got supernatural forces at work, so that's going to explain most of the things you're going to see. Let's try to stay in the light to avoid being detected by enemies. Isn't the...
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Safe havens will restore some of your health. If you leave or attack from a safe haven while in combat, it will become temporarily unavailable.
Gotta move.